So the focus is to recruit and create a cult. And that cult is to create such a dogma, because it's all lower mind stuff and dogma and belief about things that don't exist, and it's based on hate, but somehow you have to find as many hateful people as you can. He has to recruit as many hateful people as he can so they will channel him while he's in office, so that they know the characteristic of a governing person. So this is a reflective thing. This is powerful psychicism done by a wizard, who's doing his shit. And we're watching this, so we need to be aware of the fact that this is not unserious. This is highly serious. Their QAnon thing is serious. The process of trying to take over the government of the United States is serious. And having presidents shot like Kennedy and Lincoln, having Martin Luther King shot, having Robert Kennedy shot, all around the same cycle of time, happened around the same event. At that time, we had McGovern and others who were highly racist, people who were highly racist, and they were being shot. Governors were being shot. Others were being shot. And for that reason, Kennedy was shot. His brother was shot. Martin Luther King was shot. Gandhi was shot. And we've had a long period of time where no governing people or people like that get shot. And it's usually by crazy people, but not back at that time. Those were assassins that were set up to do the job. A lot of them were psychic. The guy who killed Gandhi, he was a disciple to a guru who was led by channeling of the guru. So none of this is happenstance. None of this accidents, just crazy people going out killing people like the guy who killed John Lennon and stuff. So we're now in another cycle of time where we have people who are so violent, so aggressive, QAnon spirit like crazy people, that the chances of people in the Democratic office and people in the Republican office who stand up and say, evil is wrong. Trump was wrong. QAnon is wrong. Any of them who say it's wrong, they have a chance of getting shot. Big time. And they know it. Check this out. This is the House of Representatives. And he's working with the head of the Republican Party. And he's directing people to be elected. And they're really crazy, evil people who believe in QAnon. He's not even president anymore. But this guy, who's the head of that party, is joining with Trump in a new party, to represent a new government. And they're doing this right now. A new government. This is happening right now. And this is evil beyond evil. So something really weird is going to happen.
The president bears responsibility for his attack on Congress. He should have immediately denounced
when this happened on the day after the insurrection, this guy got up and said the president was guilty. He created this insurrection. This is his word, spontaneously. But then he got a phone call that afternoon by President Trump and said, do you ever want to be in government again? Don't ever say that. Now turn around and say the opposite. And he did. Within 24 hours, he joined hands with President Trump to create a new government. his push, even though he's not in office anymore, his push is to overthrow the House of Representatives to become QAnon members.
More on the Trump effect in full force.
I'm running for Congress to get things done, not to go on CNN to bash President Trump.
In South Carolina, Republican Katie Arrington rode her praise of President Trump to a swift primary victory over incumbent Congressman Mark Sanford, a Trump critic. The final push coming 3 hours before the vote. Mark Sanford has been very unhelpful to me. Vote Katie.
It may have cost me an election in this case, but I stand by every one of those decisions to disagree with the president.
Thank you, Virginia! In Virginia?
Want to stand with President Trump? There's only one choice.
Corey Stewart took the Trump train to victory by adding tough talk on immigration to his already controversial support for Confederate memorials, prompting celebration from the White House and sadness from a former lieutenant governor. I am extremely disappointed. This is clearly not the Republican Party I once knew. And just a week ago in Alabama, another incumbent Congress member, Martha Roby, was forced into a runoff, fallout from her criticism of Trump. At the Capitol, Republican Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, is trying to brush off the Trump effect.
That's just what happens in contested primaries.
But while just over 40% of Americans approve of the president's performance,
check this out.
Among Republicans, that number is more than twice as high.
Donald Trump's popularity with Republicans is unprecedented.
We're in a strange place. I mean, it's almost, it's becoming a cultish thing, isn't it?
Tennessee Senator Bob Corker complains that now his party won't even back measures it supports unless Trump does too.
We might poke the bear. The president might get upset with us as United States senators.
For some Republicans, the trend is a seismic, unwelcome, and unwise shift. But in the primary winners circle, the message is different. Get over it, get in line, get used to it.
We are the party of President Donald J. Trump.
Whether Trump can now push some of these primary winners to general election victory is very much in doubt, especially in more moderate districts. But within the party, all the old litmus tests about ideology, taxes, abortion rights have virtually disappeared, and they've been replaced with one question alone. Are you for or against Donald Trump?
And for means no criticism whatsoever.
Yeah, none. Not little bits, not light criticism.
None at all.
Not moderate. Nothing.
We're back with our politics lead.
So, you can see why I got rid of him. He's no longer president, yeah? And he's not going to be president for another 4 years, even in his mind, yeah? But within the next year, he's going to be put in position legally within the government to where he can't go up for dog catcher, yeah? So that's the way that'll be. And then he'll spend time in jail for tax evasion, along with a whole bunch of other things if I'm really able to pull this off. And it all depends on the light of the soul inside of people. You know, because the opportunity is what it's about. We have a path in life, and opportunity is what's right in front of us. Yeah. And all these opportunities, many different opportunities, yeah. But God's opportunity is to work out a plan to heal the past. And the past has to do with the assholes that are structurally holding on to the past and doesn't want it to change. Yeah? Crystallize, hard as a rock. Yeah? Like God is a machine and they're in charge of it. Yeah? But it's not. God's not a machine. Yeah? God is completely fluid. God is like an ocean. God is liquid. God is flowing. Yeah? Always changing. That's so cool. Yeah? But yet God never changes. Even cooler yet. Yeah? Yeah? You know, so the process of these people is that what they don't get is the light that's coming at them. So all these people, every single one of them, that are going, I got to carry my guns and I will not wear a mask because, you know, I'm being forced to do something I don't want to do. And you're going to make me give up my machine gun, you know, and my bazooka and all the things that I have a human right to have in the Second Amendment, and my right to free speech and telling everybody to riot and kill and, whatever, I have a right to do that. You can't stop me from doing that sort of thing. It's all misinterpretation, misinterpretation. It's all, and everything is that way when you're in a right-hand path, left-hand path. It's how you interpret it. And if you're not interpreting it with love, with understanding, where that love has been built for so long that we have no way of looking at it from this side. It's so structured, as to how that path works. We must take the right path. We must, hard as it may be. We cannot dig any more oil wells, period. No matter, it looks like we're going to run out of oil. Nope, we can't do it. We're going to trust that we're going to be given through the Holy Spirit the means that will fulfill our needs. Right now we think we need this oil for industry and everything else. But, if we let it go, something else will come in its place. Things that are right. And this process that they're pulling off is a process of all the things that are wrong, that have already been proven to be wrong and need to stay as they are. Need to stay as they are. Like, women can't be presidents, They might get, a hormonal thing. That's what they say, Crazy, And or a certain kind of race can't be, be credible, It's crazy. And they actually say these things. They believe these things. They live by these things, Check this out.
Primary win last night, writing, quote, "Congratulations to Corey Stewart for his great victory for senator from Virginia. Don't underestimate Corey. A major chance of winning." Stewart's nomination has alarmed many Republicans in Virginia and elsewhere. After all, one of Stewart's primary opponents, Green Beret combat veteran Nick Freitas, had urged Virginians to, quote, "reject Corey Stewart's dog whistling of white supremacists, anti-Semites, and racists." Stewart is known for his championing of Confederate symbols and his ties to several unrepentant bigots, including organizers and participants in the Charlottesville rally last year. Here's Stewart in 2017 at the so-called Old South Ball.
Bring that flag out here. I'm proud to be next to the Confederate flag. Over my dead body when I am governor of Virginia, are we ever going to take down the statue of Robert E. Lee or Stonewall Jackson?
After that speech, Stewart proudly accepted the endorsement of Richard Hines for his gubernatorial campaign. Hines is a leader of the neo-Confederate movement who has attacked UN Ambassador Nikki Haley as, quote, "South Carolina."
So if you just think about that, here you got a guy, and he's a Confederate reincarnated, and he's an evil asshole reincarnated. Reincarnation is a fact. It's the law. It's the law.